Ottawa shopper at multiple racks around town. That's 242-4700.
Welcome back to Emporia's Soden's Grove, Jones Field, where we go to the bottom of the second. Ottawa leading the Salina Falcons 4-1 on day two of the Sam Ellis Classic. And for the Ottawa Arrows, it'll be Jared Parenti, the center fielder, Trenton Bayham, and Keegan Finch, the 9 and leadoff and number 2 hitters in the lineup. Jared Parenti with his first at-bat of this ball game as Cade Sterrett delivers the first pitch and misses for a ball. Ottawa scoring 4 runs on 3 hits and 1 error by Salina. Left 1 runner on. Next pitch chopped out towards third base, but they're going to rule out a foul ball. So a count now 1 ball, 1 strike to Jared Parenti. Parenti 3 for 15 on the season. He has walked 5 times. He has struck out once, has 2 doubles and 1 RBI, and has scored 9 runs. And there's a ground ball that gets past the third baseman. And he will be safe at first on the single. And that'll bring up Trenton Bayham, who doubled to lead off the first. And they're actually going to give an error to the third baseman. So that's a second error of the ball game to Salina. So Trenton Bayham looking to add to his double. There goes the runner to second base. The throw down to second base, not in time. Gets away from the shortstop and the second baseman, but unable to advance as Jared Parenti is. He has a stolen base, and Parenti with his 5th stolen base of the season. Here it is, only game 7, and he has 5 stolen bases. He's at second base. The first pitch was a strike to Trenton Bayham. He's showing bunt. Puts down the bunt out to the pitcher. Going to third base, and they're going to get safe. As he got over the glove, did Jared Parenti. He got over the glove, and the tag wasn't made, and Parenti will be at third base. It'll be a fielder's choice for Trenton Bayham. He'll be at first base. And that'll bring up Keegan Finch, who singled and scored his first time up. He bats with runners at first and third and nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Ottawa leading 4-1. Here's Sterrett's pitch, showing bunt, pitch inside for a ball. Next pitch, fly ball, left center field. Back goes the center fielder, ball goes to the left fielder, and that's going to be into the fence. 1 run will score. Coming around third, Trenton Bayham. He'll score. A 2-run double for Keegan Finch, and Ottawa leads it 6-1. Jared Parenti scoring from third, and Trenton Bayham scoring all the way from first base, and Keegan Finch at second base with a double and nobody out for Keegan Ferguson, who tripled, driving in a run and scored in the first, and the first pitch is in, tied for a ball. Ottawa able to string together a couple of hits, and now pickoff attempt at second base and nobody covering. Keegan Finch will get back safely. Now the shortstop trying to sneak in behind Keegan Finch. Pitch fouled back by Trenton Ferguson. 1 ball, 1 strike on the starting pitcher. Check of the runner at second base, and the next pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman. Looks the runner back, throws to first base, brings the first baseman off the bag. Does he get back in time? No, safe. That'll be an error on the throw by the third baseman. Keegan does stay at second base, though, and runners will be at first and second for Donovan Sudi, who grounded into a 5-3 force hour, grounded out to the third baseman, but a run did score on that ground out, as Ferguson scored on the ground ball, even though Sudi was retired by the third baseman. The first pitch fouled back to the screen, strike one. No balls and a strike on Donovan Sudi, one of the Paola High School products. And here's a pickoff attempt as the throw goes into center field. No advancement by the runners. Check of the runners at first and second by Sterrett. Pitch catches the outside corner of the plate for a strike. No balls and two strikes to Donovan Sudi. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped it out towards the third baseman, gloves it. Only play will be to first. Runners advance. Pulls the first baseman off, but he's able to make the tag. 5-3 goes to play. That's the first out. Runners do advance, though. Keegan Finch to third, and Trenton Ferguson moves up to second base, and that'll put runners at first, second, and third with one out for Brock Huddleston, who reached out an error by the left fielder his last time up and came around to score. He was the fourth run to score in that first inning. In the first pitch he sees, he pops it up towards right field. Right fielder underneath it makes a catch. Here's the tag by Keegan Finch. The throw coming to the plate, not in time. Run scores. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Brock Huddleston as he flies out to the right fielder for the second out. But Keegan Finch comes home to score the third run of the inning. It's now 7-1 Ottawa. And that'll bring up Dalton Rankin, who hit a sacrifice fly to left field his last time up. Runner Trenton Ferguson did move up to third base, so a runner at third and two outs. First pitch fastball gets away from the catcher, missing outside for a ball. No advancement by Trenton Ferguson. 7 runs, 4 hits. 1 error committed by Ottawa. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors committed by Salina. Here's a fly ball center field. Center fielder on his horse. He's going back, and he'll make the catch as Lane Haddock runs down the hit to center field. But Ottawa comes up with 3 more runs in their half of the second. They go to the third, leading 7-1 over the Salina Falcons. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO Ottawa.
People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
When it's time to pop the question, or if the answer has already been yes, then it's time to visit Sutton's Jewelry. Why not pull out all the stops for your special day with a style that will take her breath away? From the latest sparkle to artistic magic, Sutton's Jewelry stays on top of the latest trending jewelry designs. Sutton's in-house talented bench jeweler, Phil Sutton, can size any selection, and in-house repairs are always a quick turnaround. Sutton's Jewelry, 207 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Welcome back to Emporia's Sutton's Grove, Jones Field, as we go to the top of the third inning. Ottawa leading 7-1. Second game of the Sam Ellis Classic for the Ottawa Arrows. First game of the tournament for Salina, who will later on play the Wellington Senior Legion squad. Ottawa will be off until tomorrow morning at 8:30 when they'll play the Wellington Juniors. To lead it off for Salina, the top of the order, Michael Bozarth, Lane Haddock, and Gleason Williams. Salina scoring their run in the first inning, scoring 1 run on 2 hits. They left 2 runners on. It was a 1-2-3 second inning for Trenton Ferguson, and he's hoping that he can pick up where he left off in the second inning. Bozarth tripled to lead off the ball game. And the first pitch misses inside for a ball to Michael Bozarth. Bozarth is a junior Salina South. Next pitch, fly ball, right field, and that's going to be up against the fence. As it gets over the head of Garrett Maxwell, he stumbles going around second base. They might have a chance, and he slides in safely to second base. So a leadoff double for Michael Bozarth as he stumbled going around first base. And that'll bring up Lane Haddock, who walked, stole a base. Was left stranded and he was the third out of the inning. He was caught between home and third when his teammate Bryce Bank forgot to stop at second base, and those two were trying to share third base, and then Haddock ended up getting tagged out by the shortstop Dalton Rankin for third out of inning number 1. First pitch misses for a ball. It's part of being locked into a game. Salina wasn't in that bottom of the first, or top of the first. Offensively, they could have came up with a few more runs. This next pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch up high. Throw down to second base, and they got the runner picked off. Here's a throw to the second base. Third baseman throwing him back to second, and the second baseman will make the tag, and Keegan Finch. So Michael Bozarth gets picked off. That pitch missed for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike on Lane Haddock, and he bats with 1 out and nobody on base. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside, almost hit him. 3-1 the count on Lane Haddock. Really, that play all starts with Trevor Bayham. He's the one that fired it down to second base. He saw that Bozarth was off the bag a little bit too far, and they were able to pick him off. Next pitch misses outside for ball 4. So for the second time in this game, Lane Haddock takes a base on balls. The third walk issued by Trenton Ferguson, and that'll bring up Gleason Williams. Gleason struck out swinging for the first out in inning number 1. He bats with 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the third. 7-1 Ottawa. And Ottawa with 7 runs on only 4 hits. There have been 3 errors committed by Salina. First pitch, Williams tried to check his swing, but he went far enough, strike 1. Pitch may have been up a little bit in the zone. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Gloved by the second baseman. Throw to first base. Not in time. That'll be a single as Keegan Finch had to go to the ground to stop that one from heading out into center field, and his throw not in time. So it's a 1-out single, and that'll put runners at first and second and 1 out for Bryce Bank, who walked his first time up. He was the one that rounded second too far. Next pitch misses outside for a ball. Bryce Banks now has the advantage in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Lane Haddock at second base after walking, then a single by Gleason Williams up the middle. Next pitch popped him up, back to the screen. Shielding his eyes, the catcher, Trent Bayham, and he can't see it. And now Donovan Sudi, the third baseman, coming in close to the dugout, and neither of them can make the catches. The sun is in the middle of the sky, and when you're looking up, it's going to be hard to find on this pretty much crystal clear afternoon here in Emporia. Light breeze with the wind blowing out towards left field. Temperature expected to be in the mid-80s, and just a beautiful day for a baseball game. 80 degrees right now here in Emporia. Pitch up high for a ball. It counts now at 2 balls and 1 strike to Bryce Bank, the designated hitter. First baseman, Brock Huddleston, playing behind the runner. Outfield playing shallow. Ferguson checks the runner at second, and the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up again. This is foul territory, third base side. Donovan Sudi in foul territory makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Brady McAfee, who struck out swinging for the second out of inning number 1, and he bats with 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the third. Ottawa leading 7-1. 4 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second for the Arrows. And the first pitch stays up high for a ball to Brady McAfee. Looks down to his third base coach for signs. Next pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Salina coached by Tyler Hennick, who's in his 4th year as the head coach of the Salina Senior Legion. Next pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. So Trenton Ferguson has the advantage in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He has 3 strikeouts already this afternoon. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. I guess you could say after a rocky start to the ball game, Trenton has really settled down. Had a 1-2-3 second. Gave up a double, and his defense helped him out, picking off the runner at second base, and walk and a single and a foul out. He has a chance to get out of this inning without giving up a run. Next pitch, ground ball to the shortstop. Dalton Rankin, long throw across the diamond, in time. Play going 6-3. And Salina comes up empty in their half of the third inning. No runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 runners on. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Ottawa 7, Salina 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO Ottawa.
If you have been in an accident, tell your insurance company you want your repairs done at CarStar Ottawa. We can arrange for your tow, your car rental, and deal with your insurance company all with 1 phone call. No need for multiple estimates and worry. Call 242-8916. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Hot days are ahead. Is your air conditioner up to snuff? Now's the time to find out. Call today for an AC tune-up from Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Our experts will make sure that your air conditioner is ready to keep your family cool this summer. 242-9273.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Welcome back to Emporia's Jones Field at Soden's Grove as we go to the bottom of the third. Ottawa leading 7-1. It'll be the bottom half of the lineup. Johnny Nash, Grant Maxwell, and Jared Parenti, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the lineup, and they'll be facing a new pitcher as Parker Miller takes over on the mound. He's a right-hander, junior from southeast of Salina. And he'll be facing Johnny Nash, who walked his first time up. He was left stranded in the first inning as Ottawa scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first after giving up a run in the top of the first. Then they came back and scored 3 more runs in the second inning. They lead it 7-1, and they've done it with the benefit of only 4 hits. They've taken advantage of 3 errors committed by the Salina defense. The big error so far this game is the left fielder misplaying a fly ball that allowed runs to score. And they also had a couple of errors in inning number 2. Error on a throw by the shortstop, or the third baseman had a couple of errors in that second inning. And Johnny Nash, the left fielder, to lead it off. Parker Miller's first pitch catches the outside corner of the plate for a strike. Johnny Nash used as a pinch runner last night. Next pitch misses down and away for a ball. 1 strike. Johnny with 2 hits and 9 at-bats so far this season. The next pitch, big swing and a miss. Count even now at 1 strikes to Johnny Nash. Also has an RBI. He has walked once, struck out 3 times. It's a .222 batting average. Next pitch stays up high for a ball. Count evens up at 2 strikes. After this game, Ottawa will next play tomorrow morning at 8:30. Next pitch sells outside for a ball, and count now 4, 3-2. They'll play the Wellington Junior Legion squad. Wellington has both their Junior and Legion squad here at the Sam Ellis Classic. Next pitch outside for ball 4, and it gets away from the catcher, goes all the way back to the screen. And Johnny Nash will stop at first base, and for the second time in this game, he receives a walk, and that'll bring up Grant Maxwell, who struck out swinging his first time up. He ended the first inning. He now bats with a runner at first and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. His team leading 7-1. Pitch hit out towards left field. Richard Davis coming in. It'll bounce in front of him. It'll be a single. And now, though, Johnny Nash had to hold up to make sure that it was going to fall in, and they almost got him at second base, but Johnny Nash signs in safely, so it's a single for Grant Maxwell. And for Grant, that's his 5th hit of the season, and that'll bring up Jared Parenti. He led off the second inning thanks to an error by the third baseman as he hit one that was up the third base line, and it got away from the third baseman. He bats with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Check of the runners by Miller. Pitch in tight for a ball. Here's the next pitch. Popped him up behind first base. Infield fly rule called. First baseman Brooks Garrett makes the catch for out number 1.
Brings up the catcher, number 9, Trent Bain.
No advancement by the runners, and then they go to the top of the order. And Trent Bain, who doubled and scored in the first, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second inning. First pitch stays up high to Trenton Bain. And Trent last night, 1 for 2. Pitch stays away for ball 2. Well, Bain was 2 for 4 yesterday with an RBI and a run scored. Struck out once. Next pitch fouled back to the screen by Trenton. Count now at 2 balls and 1 strike. Of course, this Ottawa team used to success. 2-time state champions at the AAA Legion level. Next pitch ripped out into left field. They're going to wave Johnny Nash home. Nope, no, they put up the stop sign. He'll stop at third base, and the bases are loaded with a single by Trenton Bain as Richard Davis got that ball back into the infield. That'll bring up Keegan Finch, who's 2 for 2. Singled, scored in the first, doubled, driving in a couple of runs, and scored in the second. And he bats with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the third. First pitch stays high and away for a ball. Finch was 0 for 3 yesterday. He's making up for that today. Next pitch inside for ball 2. Mentioning the success of the Legion program, but even at the high school level, Ottawa having success. Second place finish for Class 4A Division I. Losing to May South in the championship game. Congratulations on an outstanding season. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. 2 balls and a strike on Keegan Finch. Next pitch, chopper out to the second baseman. Only play will be first. Run scores. As Keegan Finch is retired 4-3 for the second out of the inning, but Johnny Nash comes home to score, and that makes it 8-1 Ottawa. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. Grant Maxwell to third, and Trenton Bayham moves to second base. Now runners at second and third, and 2 outs, as Trenton Ferguson will be the batter. We got a courtesy runner now for the catcher. And the first pitch misses to Ferguson for a ball. Trenton today tripled, driving in a run and scored in the first. Reached on an error by the third baseman, who was left stranded in the second inning. 8-1 Ottawa. Next pitch, ground ball to the third baseman. Bobbles it. He'll still have a chance in a throw. Gets away from the first baseman. 2 runs will score. That'll be a throwing error on the third baseman. As both Grant Maxwell scores, so does Trent, or the courtesy runner, who was
5 on the play, brings up the third baseman,
Alex Trinkle.
Donovan Sudi.
And that now makes it 10-1 Ottawa. And now we have a courtesy runner for Trenton Ferguson. And that courtesy runner is Colson Bain. Or Colson Bean. That brings to the plate Donovan Sudi. So for 2, he's grounded out twice to the third baseman. In the first, he did drive in a run. Here's a pitch that's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and moving into second base will be Colson Bean. And he'll be at second base now. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Donovan Sudi. With a runner at second base, 3 runs in already here in the third. 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen by Sudi. It's Parker Miller, the second pitcher, being used by Salina. Cade Sterrett was the starter. He goes the first 2 innings. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Cues this one out towards right field, and that is a fair ball up in the corner. Coming around third, Colson Bean. Around second on his way to third. Here's the throw. It's in time. It'll be a double and an RBI for Donovan Sudi, but he's thrown out at third base for the third out of the inning. But Ottawa comes up with 4 runs in their half of the third inning. They lead it 11-1. We go to the fourth. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO Ottawa.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Need to know if your child's game or practice has been canceled due to weather? Sign up now for Ottawa Recreation Commission's text alerts. Go to orcottawaks.org to sign up or for more information.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO Sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
Welcome back to Jones Field, Sodens Grove, and Emporia as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Ottawa leading 11-1. As the Ottawa Arrows have come up with 11 runs on 7 hits. They've taken advantage of 4 Salina errors. Salina scored their lone run in the first inning. They have 4 hits on the afternoon, and Ottawa's committed only 1 error as Trenton Ferguson returns to the mound for the Arrows, his second inning of work, and he has had a pretty good outing so far after a sluggish start after giving up 1 run on 2 hits and 2 strikeouts in the first. He had a 1-2-3 second inning and gave up no runs on 2 hits in the third inning. And the first pitch to Brooks Garrettson, who's leading it off, is fouled out of play. Garrettson singled his first time up. He was left stranded back in the first inning. He is the first baseman for the Salina Falcons. Bats right-handed. Garrettson was a senior at Southeast of Saline. Big swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2 on Garrettson. Trenton Ferguson settling in quite nicely here after a rocky first. Next pitch popped him up right to the pitcher. And Trenton Ferguson makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Creighton Mallory, the third baseman, who's grounded out to the third baseman, his only time up. He led off the second inning, grounding out to the third baseman. 11-1 Ottawa here in the top of the fourth inning. Now Trent Ferguson steps off a rubber and steps off the mound. He'll go back to work. And the first pitch is down low in the dirt. This is a turf infield here at Sodens Grove, Jones Field. A couple of years ago, they put down the turf infield, natural grass outfield. The complex here has really taken shape over the last 10 or so years. New grandstands, then the turf infield, and later on tonight here at Sodens Grove, a new scoreboard will be dedicated. You can see the numbers during the daylight. Next pitch ripped out to the left fielder, right at, and unable to make the play is Johnny Nash. He maybe blinked as that was right at him, and he's checking his glove to make sure it's still in one piece. That'll be an error on the left fielder. That was hit on a line drive right to Johnny Nash, and he misjudged it a little bit because it came right at him. It was on a line and hit his glove and came out. That'll put a runner at first base for Richard Davis, batting for the second time. He struck out his first time up. He bats with 1 out and 1 on, and the first pitch misses inside for a ball. That hit did get to Johnny Nash in a hurry, and he just had it pop out of his glove. Next pitch swung on and missed by Richard Davis. Davis came in to bat in the second inning for Gareth Pettijohn, who committed an error in the second inning. Here's a pitch that misses outside for a ball. 2-1 the count to Richard Davis. Actually, Pettijohn committed those errors in the first inning. Here's a pitch that's fouled back to the screen, and count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That allowed Ottawa to keep their big 4-run first inning alive. Salina scored 1 run in the first and have been held off the scoreboard since then. Here's a big swing and a miss, strike 3. So Davis strikes out for the second time in this ball game. 4th strikeout of the game for Trenton Ferguson, and that'll bring to the plate Braden Deal. Deal popped up to the second baseman, his first time up for the 3rd out of inning number 2. He bats with a runner at first and 2 outs. And the first pitch misses outside for a ball. Right-handed hitting catcher for the Salina Falcons. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. And the last 2 pitches not even close for Trenton Ferguson. Ferguson checks the runner at first, and the pitch catches the outside corner for a strike as he's working from the stretch. Brock Huddleston holding the runner on at first base. Next pitch high and tight for ball 3. 3-1 the count on Braden Deal for Salina. He bats with 1 on at first base and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Ottawa leading 11-1. Next pitch, fly ball left field, and Johnny Nash has it go over his head. That'll be extra bases for Braden Deal coming around third and slipping and falling, and they got to have a chance to tag him out, and they do. They'll get the out at third base as no run scores as Clayton Mallory rounded third as if he was going to go home. He put on the brakes. He slipped and got down, and they threw behind him, and they were able to get Clayton Mallory out at third base for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits. There was an error, or 1 hit and an error. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Ottawa 11, Salina 1. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
This is Dr. Adam Maxwell of Maxwell Chiropractic at 225 South Walnut in Ottawa, wishing the best for the Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball team and providing you the best chiropractic techniques and treatment for your overall health and wellness. Call for an appointment today, 893-8272.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Community journalism is thriving at the Ottawa Herald. 3 days a week in print and every day online, the Herald's award-winning staff covers the news that matters to you. Breaking news, sports, events, and so much more, just as the Herald has done for more than 140 years. Call 242-4700 to subscribe today, or find us online at www.ottawaherald.com, on Facebook, or download our app.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Welcome back to Jones Field at Sodens Grove and Emporia as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's an 11-1 lead for Ottawa, and they will be sending the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the lineup, Brock Huddleston, Dalton Rankin, and Johnny Nash to the plate. Ottawa taking advantage of miscues by Salina in this one. On the field, 4 errors, and on the base paths, a couple of base running blunders have allowed Ottawa to keep Salina with only 1 run so far in this game. Brock Huddleston leads it off in the first pitch. He hits out to left field, but right to the left fielder, Richard Davis, who makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Dalton Rankin, who hit a sacrifice fly back in the first and flied out to center field in the second, so he's looking for his first hit of this ball game. The shortstop batting right-handed. Coming into this game, batting .500. First pitch misses for a ball. His fly ball to left field in the first inning drove in a run. Next pitch fouled back to the screen by Dalton. Dalton was 1 for 2 in last night's contest. That was his first hit of the season. Next pitch fouled back and out of play, and Dalton down on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball. Last 3 days here at Sodens Grove and Emporia has been just perfect to take in a baseball game and play a baseball game. Here's the 1-2 pitch, big swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs now for Ottawa here in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it 11-1. Even if they don't add a run here, now we got a pinch hitter for Johnny Nash. This will be Colson Bean.
Pinch hitting for Ottawa, number 2, Colson Bean.
Ottawa does have a 10-run lead, and the run rule in Legion baseball is 8 after 5. So they'll have some breathing space. This game could be over early. First pitch was in for a strike to Colson. Next pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Colson on the season, 1 for 5, batting .200. He was 1 for 2 yesterday. That was his first hit of the season. Next pitch misses for ball 2. So Parker Miller, the pitcher, delivers. Pitch fouled back to the screen. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th for the Ottawa Arrows. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That stays way up high for a ball. Again, next action for Ottawa after today, tomorrow morning at 8:30 against the Wellington Junior Legion team, and then they'll have to wait to see how it filters out as far as wins and losses and seeding. Here's a pop-up, third base side in foul territory. The Salina third baseman, Creighton Mallory, underneath it and makes the catch for out number 3 in a 1-2-3 4th inning for Ottawa. But Ottawa still leads at 11-1 as we go to the 5th. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO Ottawa.
June is Men's Health Month. Abdominal aortic aneurysm, also known as AAA, is a leading cause of sudden death for men over 60. Yet AAA is highly treatable if detected early. A AAA can slowly grow in size over a period of years without showing any signs or symptoms. The larger an aneurysm grows, the greater the chance it will burst or rupture. Most ruptures can be fatal. Warning signs may include intense back or abdominal pain, rapid pulse, nausea, vomiting, excessive sweating, and shock. Major risk factors include a family history of AAA, smoking, and high blood pressure. It is recommended that men between the ages of 65 and 75 who have smoked get a one-time screening test. Men with a family history of AAA should begin screening at age 60. Knowing the risk factors for AAA and getting screened can help save your life. For more information, visit radiologyinfo.org. That's radiologyinfo.org. This health reminder is from the Radiological Society of North America.
Welcome back to Emporia's Jones Field at Sodens Grove, where Ottawa leads at 11-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. And we got a couple of defensive changes. Now playing first base, Merrick Brown for Ottawa. And
Leading off for Salina at the top of the 5th inning, second baseman number 4, Michael Bozard.
it'll be leading it off for Salina, Michael Bozarth, who is 2 for 2 today. Big swing and a miss at the first pitch. Tripled and scored in the first. Doubled and recorded the first out in the third. Next pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch misses for ball 2. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Foul, actually a foul tip, and the count's now at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Michael Bozarth. Next pitch misses way outside from Trenton Ferguson, who's done a pretty good job today. He's now thrown 76 pitches through 4 innings. Next pitch, chopped foul at the first base line. Count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. He has struck out 4 and walked 3. Next pitch, ground ball, base hit up the middle. That was hit right back up the middle. So Bozarth gets his 3rd hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up Lane Haddock, the center fielder. Lane has walked twice. He was caught rounding second base too far, or they picked him off at third base in the first inning. Next pitch misses for ball 2, and then he was left stranded in the 3rd. He was a 3rd out of inning number 1. Next pitch misses low for ball 3, so 3 straight pitches out of the strike zone for Trenton Ferguson. Next pitch, that's in for a strike. As Haddock was taking all the way. Swings the bat, wetting, does the right-handed hitting center fielder for the Salina Falcons. There's ball 4.
Haddock draws the walk, puts runners at first and second with nobody out.
4th walk of the game issued by Trenton Ferguson, and that'll bring up Gleason Williams, who is 1 for 2 today. He struck out his first time at bat and then singled in the 3rd. Runners now at first and second with nobody out. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Ottawa leading 11-1. They've scored 11 runs on 7 hits. Salina 1 run on 6 hits. First pitch to Williams stays up high for a ball. Salina's committed 4 errors. Ottawa's committed 2. Check of the runner at second by Ferguson. Next pitch in for a strike to Gleason Williams. A win for Ottawa would make them 1-1 in the tournament. This is the first game for Salina. It chops it out to the shortstop. They'll go to third base for the force out. Dalton Rankin fields it and then plays it to Donovan Sudi for the force out at third. That play goes 6-5. And Williams reaches on a fielder's choice. Lane Haddock moves up to second base, and that'll put runners at first and second and 1 away for Bryce Bank. Bryce has walked and fouled out to the third baseman. First pitch is in for a strike to Bryce Bank, who's officially 0 for 1 in this game. Check of the runner at second base by Ferguson. This one fouled back and out of play, and Ferguson has the advantage in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch, ground ball. That's going to be laced into left field. They're going to wave the runner home. Coming up with the ball is the left fielder, Johnny Nash. The run will score. It'll be an RBI single for Bryce Bank.
Brings up the shortstop.
As
25, Brady McAfee.
Lane Haddock scores from second. Gleason Williams moves up to second base, and runners still at first and second. 11-2, Ottawa with the lead. That brings up Brady McAfee, the shortstop, who struck out and is grounded out to the shortstop, and the first pitch misses for a ball. So Salina really with their best chance to score, and they have since the first inning. But Ottawa still leading by 9. Big swing and a miss at the 1-0 pitch, and it's a strike. Oh. Okay, so it's 10 after 5. Okay. is what the high school rule is, not the Legion rule. Okay, so they're playing with the high school run rule in this tournament, so it would be 10 after 5. Here's a pitch that's fouled back by Brady McAfee, and the count's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 15 after 3 and 10 after 5, the run rule, using the high school rules, not the Legion rules. In Legion baseball, it's 8 after 5. Check of the runner at second base by Trenton Ferguson. Pitch all the way back to the screen. That'll allow the runners. That'll be a wild pitch. And that'll put runners now, both of them in scoring position. Runners at second and third, and 1 out, and it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count to Brady McAfee. Looks like Ottawa does have some action in their bullpen down the left field line. Ferguson delivers the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That pitch was up, and Brady McAfee swung underneath it. That's the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Brooks Garrettson. Garrettson singled and was left stranded back in the first. And then he popped up to the pitcher in the fourth. 1 for 2 in this game, with runners at second and third and 2 away, and the first pitch ripped foul, first base side. Gleason Williams on at third base. Bryce Bank at second base, 2 outs. 11-2, Ottawa with the lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch in for a strike at the knees. Garrettson down on the count 0-2. As he tries to minimize the damage here in the 5th inning. Stepping out of the batter's box, Garrettson swings the bat a couple times. Now Ferguson steps back on the mound. Working from the stretch, a check of the runners. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts in the 5th inning. But Salina comes up with 1 run in their half of the 5th. It's 11-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Ottawa Aero Baseball on KOFO Ottawa.
How about getting rid of a pound of fat per day with completely safe, effective laser-like lipo? No strenuous dieting or excessive exercising. Call Dr. Jade Provo at Franklin County Chiropractic for a no-obligation appointment. 785-242-9393. People's Bank in Ottawa is proud to support our area sports teams. From People's Bank Field at Ottawa University to our Bucks for Buckets promotion and more, we believe our local sports programs are an investment in our future. Best of luck to the Ottawa sports teams from all of us at People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jones Field at Sodens Grove as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottawa leading Salina 11-2 in this Sam Ellis Classic. Day 2 of the tournament. Game 3 of Day 2. Game number 8 overall in this tournament. There are a total of 22 games that are going to be played now through the end of Sunday, with a championship game set for Sunday afternoon at 5:30. For the Ottawa Arrows, after today's game, they'll next play at 8:30 tomorrow morning against Wellington's Juniors, and then they'll have to wait to see where they're seated. If they're seated 3 or 6 or 4 and 5, they would play again Saturday afternoon or evening. If not, they could play Sunday anywhere from 8:30 till 3:15. The 1 and 2 seeds will play at 1 o'clock and 3:15 on Sunday, with a championship game set for 5:30. Here in the 5th inning for the Ottawa Arrows, it'll be Garrett Maxwell, Jared Parenti, and the top of the order, Trenton Bam. And the first pitch is, or correction, we have a pinch hitter for Grant Maxwell, and that'll be Chance Crowley. Chance Crowley pinch hitting for Maxwell, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. Next pitch misses outside for a ball. 1-1 Chance Crowley. 1 for 4 on the season with an RBI. He has walked 4 times, batting .225 or .250 on the season. Next pitch to him is lined out to the center fielder, and coming in, Lane Haddock to make the catch on a nice knee-sliding catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Jared Parenti, the center fielder. Reached on an error by the third baseman in the second inning, stole a base and scored in the second, and then he flied out to the first baseman on a infield fly call in the third inning. He bats with nobody on and 1 out, and the first pitch misses outside for a ball as Parker Miller returns to the mound for the Salina Falcons. He came in relief during the second inning, or after the second inning. His first inning was the third, so this is his third inning of work. Next inning pitch misses outside for a ball. Ottawa scored 4 runs off of him. Next pitch high and away for ball 3 to Jared Parenti. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's in for a strike. Just below the letters on the jersey. Here's Miller's next pitch, misses for ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued to Jared Parenti. And to the top of the order we go, and Trenton Bayham. Bayham doubled in the first, scored, reached on a fielder's choice, scored in the second, singled and scored in the third. So he has scored every time that he's been up to bat, has reached base safely. He bats with a runner at first and 1 out. Throw over to first base, and nice save by the first baseman, Brooks Gerritsen. Getting back safely was Chance Crowley. There he goes. This pitch high in the air to left field. That's going to be up against the fence for extra bases. Around third, here comes Crowley. The throw into the shortstop, the run scores, and that'll be the ball game. An RBI double for Trenton Bayham, and the Ottawa Arrows have won this showdown with the Salina Falcons by a score of 12-2 and a run rule victory in 5 innings over the Falcons. As Ottawa improves their record to 7-1 on the season, Salina falls to 2-6. And we'll be back to talk about it on our postgame right after this timeout on the Advantage Electric postgame show. Right after this timeout, you're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO Ottawa.
Stay tuned for the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball postgame show, brought to you by Advantage Electric at 229 North Main in Ottawa. Advantage Electric, lighting up your world. Whether you're building or remodeling, you want your project to be unique to you. Eric Crowley of Advantage Electric can help.
Something recently we've started is custom lighting, making custom lights. I've noticed it's a new trend. Not everybody wants the big, box light fixtures that you can buy. Everybody's looking for something eclectic nowadays and new and a conversation piece.
Your ideas come to life.
Anything and everything that you could think of that you could possibly make a light fixture out of, we could certainly do it.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Okay, Kevin, for the grand prize of $1 million. What color is the White House?
I know this.
5 seconds.
Oh, switching to Geico could save you a bunch of money on car insurance?
Okay. Judges? That's true, Kevin. They'll allow it. Congratulations. You're a winner.
Woo!
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
In honor of our great country in the state of Kansas, Messengers Home Furnishings in South Ottawa is offering 2 free lamps valued up to $150 when you buy a lacrosse sofa in the month of June. For 20 years now, Messengers has been offering a large selection of lacrosse sofas made right here in Kansas by Kansans. With lifetime warranties on their frames and heavy-duty foam cushion cores, your lacrosse sofa can last longer than those old lamps you've got that need replaced. So get to Messengers Home Furnishings before June ends and get your free pair of lamps with any lacrosse sofa purchase.
This Father's Day, it's the thought that counts, especially if the thought includes the Home Depot's 200-piece Husky Mechanics tool set with a lifetime warranty and a steel storage chest for just $99. Show Dad you're his biggest fan with top-quality Husky tools, a great storage chest, and a little change in your pocket. The 200-piece Husky Mechanics tool set with steel storage, just $99. Only at the toy store for dads. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. See store for details, valid through June 21st.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Costantino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Costantino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Welcome back to Jones Field at Sodens Grove in Emporia, where the Ottawa Arrows have won their first game in the Sam Ellis Classic, improving the season record to 7-2 as they defeat the Salina Falcons this afternoon 12-2 in a run rule fashion. And this was a game, when you look at it, the first inning really tells the differences. We take a look at the scoring during this Advantage Electric postgame show as Salina led out the game, a triple by Michael Bozarth. He would score to make it a 1-0 lead for Salina in the first inning, but they would strand 2 runners on base, so they had a chance to add more to their lead to start the ball game. But Ottawa, right out of the gate in the bottom of the first, would come up with 4 runs on 3 hits. A leadoff double by Trenton Boehm, a single by Keegan Finch, an RBI triple for Trenton Ferguson, and then an RBI ground out by Donovan Sudi. Brock Huddleston reached on an error. He would come around to score on a sacrifice fly by Dalton Rankin. And Ottawa had a 4-1 lead after the first inning of play. They would add 3 more runs in their half of the second inning, beginning with a error by the third baseman as Jared Parenti laced one up the third base line, and it just went off the glove of Creighton Mallory for Salina. And that really set the tone as Trenton Boehm would reach on a fielder's choice as he was unable to make a play. Then Keegan Finch would double, driving in 2 runs, and that gave Ottawa a 6-1 lead. Keegan Finch would come around to score later on as Trenton Ferguson reached on an error by the third baseman. And Ottawa, after the first 2 innings of play, had a 7-1 lead. Ottawa would add 4 more runs in the third inning, and it all began with a walk to Johnny Nash, and then a single by Grant Maxwell. Jared Peretti popped up to the first baseman, and then Trenton Boehm, who had a big game today, singled. He would come around to score, and Keegan Finch grounded out to the second baseman. Then an error by the third baseman allowed Trenton Ferguson to reach. He would come around to score after a stolen base, and then Donovan Sudi would be thrown out in a rundown, 9-6-5 to end that particular inning. But they would come up, Ottawa would come up with 4 runs on 3 hits. There was an error, and he didn't leave anybody on base. Neither team scored in the 4th inning, but then in the 5th inning, Salina would score their second run of the ball game. It started with a leadoff single by Michael Bozarth, but Bozarth was retired on a 6-5 play on a force out at third base when the bases were loaded, as Gleason Williams hit into a fielder's choice. Bryce Bank would single, and that would drive in Lynn Haddock, who reached on a base on balls, but back-to-back strikeouts of Brady McAfee and Brooks Garrettson by Trenton Ferguson, and the threat was done for Salina. And then Ottawa came through again in the 5th inning. A leadoff fly ball by Chance Crowley to the center fielder was caught. Then a one-out walk to Jared Peretti, who would score on the double by Trenton Boehm. It was his 3rd hit of the ball game and 3rd extra base hit. And Ottawa would win the contest by a score of 12-8 as Ottawa scored 12 runs on 8 hits. They committed 2 errors. Salina committed scored 2 runs on 7 hits. They committed 4 errors. The winning pitcher, This afternoon, Trenton Ferguson. He gave up the 2 runs on 4 hits, and he also had his share of strikeouts in this contest, as he ended up with 6 strikeouts in the ball game. He also had 4 walks in the contest as well. But Ottawa wins it by a score of 12-2 over the Salina Falcons. When we continue on the Advantage Electric post-game show, we'll take a look at what lies ahead for the Ottawa Arrows right after this timeout. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No, you're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions, and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Okay, Kevin, for the grand prize of $1 million, what color is the White House?
I know this.
5 seconds.
Oh, switching to Geico could save you a bunch of money on car insurance?
Okay. Judges? That's true, Kevin. They'll allow it. Congratulations. You're a winner.
Woo! Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Being your local hometown chiropractic clinic for over 50 years lends itself to being a longtime supporter of the area sports teams, including the Ottawa American Legion baseball team. Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic wishes this year's squad the best as they work toward the result they want, a 3rd straight state championship. When you want results in reducing your pain and improving your overall wellness with traditional chiropractic care, call on the experienced team of Dr. Mike Hyatt and Dr. Sherry Jung at the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, 15th and Main in Ottawa, 242-4001, or visit ottawachiropractic.com.
Welcome back to Jones Field at Sodens Grove, where the Ottawa Arrows pick up their 7th victory of the season this afternoon, defeating Salina by a final margin of 12-2 as they pick up their first win in the Sam Ellis Classic after losing to Emporia last night 3-2. Next game here in Emporia for Ottawa will be against the Wellington Juniors. That'll be at 8:30 tomorrow morning. We'll have that game for you here on KOFO. And then they'll have to wait for the seeding to determine when they would play next. If they are seed 3 or 6, they would play at 5:30 on Saturday evening, and if they are 4 or 5 seed, they would play at 7:45. Now, if they are a 9 or 10 seed, which it looks like they may not be, they would play at 8:30 on Sunday morning. If they're seed 7 or 8, they would play at 10:45. If they are one of the top 2 seeds, which would be maybe a challenge right now because there are 3 teams right now that are 2-0 in this tournament. Emporia Post 5 is 2-0, along with Arc City 2-0, and Salina losing this one would keep them from improving to 2-0. So Ottawa now 1-1, while Salina 0-1 in the tournament here at Sam Ellis Classic at Sodens Grove. But for Ottawa, a step in the right direction. After talking with Coach Brian Long before the game, he was looking for the team to string some hits together. They did that in this contest. He got a solid pitching performance from Trenton Ferguson, who goes the distance, pitches 5 innings, gave up 2 runs on 7 hits. He had 6 strikeouts and walked 4. So he was able to take advantage of some opportunities. His defense not bad. They did commit 2 errors on the afternoon, but it didn't really come back to haunt them a whole lot, as they were able to come up with some big plays. They picked off some base runners in this contest, as Salina really seemed to be a little bit out of sorts, both defensively and offensively, as they committed 4 errors defensively, did the Salina Falcons, and they had 2 really big base running blunders, as they had A couple runners picked off base after 0 for running third base, and then they had 2 runners at third base, and then they had another base runner that rounded third and stumbled and couldn't get back in time. So really base running a bit of a challenge for Salina at times in this game, and Ottawa able to take advantage of all of those blunders and keep Salina from scoring more runs than what they did. So Ottawa has to feel pretty good about what is transpired this afternoon, and they have to hope that they can continue to build on this particular win, and hopefully make their way into maybe the championship game on Sunday, which would take place at 5:30. But again, this afternoon, it was pretty much all Ottawa after the first inning. Salina scored 1 run in the top of the first, but Ottawa answered with 4 in the bottom of the first. They never trailed the rest of the way as they pick up the victory in run roll fashion today in 5 innings, winning 12-2 over Salina. So our next action will be tomorrow morning, 8:30, against Wellington's Junior Legion team. We'll be on the air beginning about 8:20 with the pregame coverage. That's going to do it for us this afternoon. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, the Ottawa Arrows were victorious this afternoon as they defeat the Salina Falcons. From Sodens Grove, Jones Field, I'm Greg Ray. You've been listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO Ottawa.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Post 60 Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball from KOFO. Brought to you by Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and by Ransom Memorial Hospital, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Sutton's Jewelry, CarStar, Messenger's Home Furnishing, Dingle & Son Mortuary, also by Franklin County Chiropractic, the Ottawa Herald, Wise Guys Construction, People's Bank, Kramer Pharmacy, and Costantino's Price Chopper, Quality Structures Incorporated, Maxwell Chiropractic, and Advantage Electric. For more information about our next Ottawa Arrows Legion baseball broadcast, log on to the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Prairie Paws Animal Shelter is celebrating their 7th birthday tomorrow, and you're invited to a luau. There'll be carnival games, carnival food, bouncy houses, and more. Franklin County is bringing out their police dogs. Kurt's Weenie Wagon will be bringing out their, well, not police dogs. Representatives from PetSmart, Petco, and Lucky Dog Outfitters will be on hand. Raffle prizes, a silent auction. Oh, and if you would, please bring a birthday present. There's a wish list on Prairie Paws' Facebook page. Don't miss the 7th birthday luau from 2 to 4 tomorrow at Prairie Paws.
Poncho's lunch specials are back. Choose from one of 6 great specials starting at just $5. These specials run Monday through Friday and include some great new items. Come see us for lunch at Poncho's, a family tradition since 1982.
For all your computer services and repair, call Don Hardman, 418-2331.
The memories of your loved ones will last a lifetime. Make sure the monument you choose to honor them will do the same. Let Fireburn Family Funeral Service in Garnett assist you with a fitting memorial. Call 888-447-5411 or visit fireburnfuneral.com. Want to be a superhero? Use your powers to benefit mankind. You can. Sign up now for On the Move for Cancer 5K Superhero Run Walk. Your participation benefits Franklin County cancer patients. Every penny stays right here at home. Race day is tomorrow at Kansas Park starting at 7:30. $30 registration at 6:30. Go all the way. Wear your superhero costume. This is a Franklin County Cancer Foundation event. Find out more at 785-242-6703 or Facebook Franklin County Cancer Foundation. When it's the right time to buy your dream home, there's only one number you need to know, 785-241-0208. Dialing that number will get you into your dream home at the right location and at the right price. Check out this listing at 1436 South Oak Street, right here in Ottawa. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family ranch-style home. List price, $95,000. Remember, call 785-241-0208. Daryl Stottlemyre with Reese & Nichols Town & Country Realty is ready to work for you. Tired of the same old routine and ready to make a change in your career? KOFO will be filling the position of Morning Drive News Anchor. And it could be you. No experience is necessary. Training is available. If you like to write, read, and have a good grasp of grammar, if you can maintain crucial deadlines, work in a fast-paced, moments notice environment, monitor sources for breaking news such as Scanner and social media, and if you work well alone as well as a team member, email your resume to KOFO at KOFO.com. No phone calls, please. KOFO is
an equal opportunity employer.
News, weather, sports, and the best country all day long. 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Federal programs are still available to have your entire student loan forgiven. Student Loan Options wants to give you free information on all the programs that can help. Call now. 800-374-0311. 800-374-0311. 800-374-0311.
Do you have acne or even the occasional breakout? With prescription grade Proactive Plus, your acne can heal and you can prevent future breakouts. Try Proactive Plus 100% risk-free. Plus, get 2 free gifts and free shipping. Take it from me, Proactive really works. Get prescription grade Proactive Plus, their amazing skin purifying mask, and a second gift of your choice. Totally free and free shipping. You're guaranteed to get clear and stay clear, or you don't pay a penny. Call now. 800-281-8770. 800-281-8770.
Your source for information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
God, I believe her now. Now, if they seen her, they ain't saying. Beg her for one more try. She might go. Oh, at least.
The day's not done till you hear your favorite song. Don't worry, we got you covered.
KOFO.
There's Thomas Rhett and Maren Morris craving you both. They're a part of CMA Fest this week.
To have my own set at Nissan Stadium is just going to be so cool.
1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
Where can you find premium 93 octane fuel for your cycle, boat, or ATV? At Ottawa BP and Car Wash on 23rd Street in South Ottawa.
Today, sunny with the high 85. Tonight, clear, the low 66. Tomorrow, sunny and breezy with the high 89. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, the low 70. Your extended forecast through the rest of the weekend. Sunday, sunny and breezy, the high 90. Sunday night, mostly clear, the low 71. In Princeton and Williamsburg, it's 81. At the Ottawa Municipal Airport, winds are coming from the south-southwest at 13. Humidity, 46%. Barometer is slowly dropping. It's at 29.89 inches. Yesterday's high at the Ottawa Airport was 82. It's sunny and 82 at KOFO, 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. And only Price Chopper offers a choice on how you save, food or fuel. Choose fuel and save at more than 80 Metro Quick Trip locations. Choose food and save 5% in grocery purchases. Plus, you'll find bonus points on select items each week. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food and fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Purchase a Gen 3 Glock 19 or 22 at the Gun Guys today through Sunday and receive a free Combat Ready Range Kit, including an extra magazine, ammo, Bulldog Range Bag, Blackhawk Serpa holster, and pouch. A $140 value while supplies last at the Gun Guys, 412 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
This is Katie Butts, mortgage professional with People's Bank. If you're buying, building, or refinancing a home now or anytime soon, I can help. Put my years of experience and the People's Mortgage Lending Team on your side, and I promise you a quality home loan experience. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned veteran, call me, Katie Butts, at People's Bank, 785-418-1194, or the bank number, 242-2900. NMLS number 1066393. People's Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
The next general consignment auction at the Eastern Kansas Auction Barn is coming up June 24th. Consign your items today by calling Daryl Stottlemyre. Now, don't worry about harmful outside elements because the Eastern Kansas Auction Barn is a large indoor climate control facility. Consignments can be anything: farm implements, lawn and garden equipment, tools, furniture, and collectibles. If you have something to sell, call Daryl Stottlemyre at 785-241-0208. And we'll see you June 24th at the Eastern Kansas Auction Barn auction.
Did you know Dr. Hale's office is a full-service dental care center? If your child is having a toothache, your teenager needs his wisdom teeth removed, or mom needs a new set of dentures, Dr. Hale can treat these and other dental concerns. For quality care in a relaxed environment, call Dr. Hale's office, 242-1800.
KOFO and Beckman Motors are sending you to see the two-time World Series champion Kansas City Royals at the K this summer. To win tickets, register at Beckman Motors in Garnett, and you could be there to see the Royals host the Toronto Blue Jays on Friday, June 23rd. We'll announce the winner on Monday, June 19th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Here's a swing and a high drive to deep right field. Way back is the right fielder, and it is gone. A home run by Mike Moustakas.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from Beckman Motors and KOFO.
Your source for information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. 1220 and now on 103.7 FM KOFO.
So pretty when the makeup on. You should hear her talking to her mama on the phone. I love it when she raps to an Eminem song. That's my girl. Man, her eyes really drive me crazy. You should see her smile when she holds a baby. Honestly say that she saved me, my girl. Yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing dancing around, causing a scene. That's my girl, sipping Crown and Sprite and a ball cap turned back. Ooh, she got me like, yeah, baby girl, you gone and done it again. Making all the guys wishing you were with them, but I bet they don't see what I see when I see my girl. Every night when she goes to bed, she hits her knees and bows her head. Thanks the Lord for another day. I just thank him for my girl. Yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing around, causing a scene. That's my girl, sipping Crown and Sprite and a ball cap turned back. Ooh, she got me like, yeah, baby girl, you gone and done it again. Making all the guys wishing you were with them, but I bet they don't see what I see when I see my girl. Oh, my girl. Yeah, that's my girl. In my truck, in the songs that I sing with the radio up. My girl. In my heart, in my soul, in the air that I breathe every day. That's my girl. Yeah, everything. My girl. That's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing around, causing a scene. That's my girl, sipping Crown and Sprite in a ball cap turned back. Ooh, she got me like, yeah, baby girl, you gone and done it again. Making all the guys wishing you were with them, but I bet they don't see what I see